You know it'd be wrong of me to give you information like I just did with the dark sun and the number of the beast and not give you anything to do about it. So I'm going to release, probably for the first time ever. Now, what I'm about to release is well within circulation, but what I'm about to do with it is something that really has never been done outside of very high-level magical lodges, and most of what's been done with it is to keep it hidden, because while I'm going to give you the opening of the watchtowers within the basis of Hermetic magic, I am going to release it in the way that it is meant to when you're not opening the watchtowers, but what you are doing is connecting yourself to the highest of the high, or the prime creator. For a brief second, let's look at macrocosm and microcosm. Macrocosm is the grand totality of all that is God, all that is goddess, all that is prime creator. In Corinthians it says, he or she who unites with God is one with God in spirit. And that is the most powerful message that I've ever found in the Bible. And it is worthy of stating. This is that statement. This is the statement that you will make every single day. You don't need to do anything other than just simply repeat it. If you have a white candle that you can light that directs you and connects you to the prime creator, I say go for it. I could give you just the words, but that would be empty. I need you to know what the passages mean, so when you say them, you can say them with feeling, and they'll actually resonate. The information I'm about to give, if someone else starts saying, oh yeah, I knew that, bullshit. Because this is things that have purposely not been put into print, and I know this for a fact. And I've seen just about every other magician video on the web, and nobody talks about it. I'm not saying that to be elitist. I'm just saying that there's information that's been kept from you by these secret societies, and this is one of those things that'll really help set you free and reclaim your sovereign self. It's a powerful statement, and I want to give it to you. Hikas, iste, be, lo. That's a vibrational correspondence. All this stuff I'll write on the blog, so don't worry. That's a vibrational correspondence. It's sort of like pulling an astral fire alarm. Everything around you takes notice, no matter how powerful of an entity they are. Once they hear that vibrational frequency, they know one who is in microcosm to the macrocosm of Prime Creator is speaking. And when, after all the phantoms are banished, thou shalt see that holy and formless fire, that fire which darts and flashes through the hidden depths of the universe, hear thou the voice of fire. What does that mean? That means that only after all the phantoms have been banished, only after you've said that vibrational correspondence and your intent is to banish all the phantoms from your area, will all that darkness pull back and reveal what is truth. And the truth is that you are connected with the Prime Creator. The only illusion is that you think or that you see that you're not. The great evil is the illusion that there's separation. Okay? Once those phantoms are cleared, once your own personal egregore has been put in its place, you can now live without the separation. You can now live without the continuing whispering that somehow you're not connected to the highest and holy, that somehow you're not an absolute integral reflection of the great multifaceted, limitless faceted, shining gem that is the Prime Creator. Any religion that tells you that you're a sinner or not worthy, remember, is the venom of reptiles. Then it says, after all the phantoms are gone, and you can now see that you are in direct connection with the Prime Creator, who darts and flashes throughout all the universe. You can see glimpses. You can see clues, but it's so big it's hard to see all in one piece. Hear now the voice of fire. Now you are speaking as the prime creator. Every spiritual entity must, without fail, listen to the prime creator. The prime creator created. Creation cries out to creator. Creator listens to creation. You are now speaking with the voice of fire, the voice of the primal life force that organized the entire universe. This is how powerful this shit is. This is why I don't listen to the bullshit of Christianity. This practice is the magical equivalent to you creating a multi-universe within the small sphere of your own personal sphere of influence. You are a universal creator, God in microcosm. So, therefore first, the priest who governeth the works of fire must sprinkle with the lustral waters of the loud resounding sea. Now what does that mean? Well, there is fire, now water, fine. And in physical practice, you could sprinkle some holy water around. But what this really means is that for you to govern the works of fire, which is speaking as the prime creator, you must first realize that the luster, and this is something that's never been repeated, never been spoken about outside of lodges. The lustral water of the loud resounding sea has nothing to do with the ocean. It is the astral world, the astral ocean. The loud resounding is the vibrations and the voice of fire. Okay? Your voice resonates upon the ever ebb and flowing, turbulent, stormy world of the astral sea. The lustral water is the water of life that is linked to your sexual prowess. The astral world is directly linked to all sexuality upon the face of the world. You cannot get away from it. All religion is based on the sexuality throughout the entire world. You can't get away from it. It is just what it is. So, the stronger you are understanding your own masculinity and your own femininity, you can use a greater, stronger voice and command the astral world. So we've had fire, we have water, now we move to air. Such a fire existeth, extending through and rushing of air, or even a fire formless, whence cometh the image of a voice, or even a flashing light, abounding, revolving, whirling forth, and crying aloud. The image of the voice is because the astral world communicates with symbols. Even though you speak, your voice has a vibrational matrix or resonance that all the spiritual beings see as pictures, not necessarily as your voice, carried through the vibration of your words. The great whirling forth is the high holy swastika, the life-giving superconductor of all the world being used by you because you stand now as the prime creator in microcosm. That great whirling forth that the macrocosm is now whirls from out your mouth and all around you because you are now energized with fire, with water, and now air. And you are whirling those great powers around you. How powerful is that? Stoop not down into the darkly splendid world, wherein continually a faithless depth and Hades wrapped in gloom, delighting in unintelligible images, precipitous, winding, an ever-black rolling abyss, ever espousing a body, unluminous, formless, and void. This talks about the physical. This is the Malkuth. This is the world around you. This is the world that you touch. It is unilluminated. Not like the Illuminati, but unilluminated by the great light of Kether above, by the great whirling forth of light and sound that comes down from the highest of the high. The more people who embrace that strength, that light, the brighter and brighter this dark, ever-spousing abyss becomes. That also relates to the great abyss between the high self and the superior self, but that's something different and something that's more like the dark night of the soul that we can get into later. But this talks primarily about the earth and the surrounding astral consciousness around the physical world because of all the other minds put into it. And 99% of those minds currently are focused on things that don't matter. They're focused on bizarre, abhorrent forms of pornography. They're obsessed with celebrity entertainment, which is a form of another bizarre pornography. I'm not against porn. I'm not against sexuality. I think it's some of the best things on earth. But when it becomes your habit, an addiction, your life, you need to pull back. When sports becomes your life, you need to pull back. These things are things you can delight in, but don't let them control you. The world is controlled by substanceless bullshit. All there to distract you. All to keep you in a dark, dull, docile mindset. Okay? This says, stoop not down. This means don't delve into all the unimportant bullshit, because it's just going to lead you to feeling empty and without faith. Faith is important because it tells you that you take a chance, and that strength that you sacrifice comes back to you in spades. It's not like Christianity, okay? Jesus in Christianity was the Son of God. There was no leap of faith. Alright? That's like telling you if you walk through this door, there's $1 million on the other end. Do you praise the guy who's like, oh yeah, no problem, I'm going to walk through this door and there's $1 million? No. But it takes courage to walk through a door knowing you're not sure what's behind it. There could be $1 million, or there could be, you know, a giant hungry lion and a bucket of barbecue sauce waiting over your head, okay? Faith is taking that chance. So, now we have the understanding that you've been born through fire, born through water, born through air, and now we're talking about earth, the physicality. That's all the great whirlings of the swastika. This is whirling out, and you are bringing in all those great energies, okay? And you are learning a mystery about each and every one of them. So as you stand there and repeat part of these, you know, these 4 things, you are actually going through the elemental planes of those existences as you speak those words. I'm going to have to do a part 2. I'll be right back.